And when you check the routes we were given, we were told to pass. You know, how many minutes is it from town to Nakaloke? Just a few minutes, not even 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes. But we were asked to use a route which took us 3 hours from Mbale to Nakaloke. Then on coming back, we were forced again to pass Namabasa, which also took us about 2 hours to reach his hotel where he was going to put up. So it was really funny, but we are used to that kind of operation, or modus operandi by the system. But all in all, it played in our favor. Our people got opportunity to look at or to have a glimpse of our president when he was moving around, and that alone has canvassed a lot of mandate and support for the National Unity Platform. And we are very confident we are going to win these individuals.
Hello, viewer of the East Post. Welcoming you once again to today's edition. Today we are going to be talking politics. Depending on where you're watching us from, thank you. Big up to everyone who shares this content. Big up to you who likes whatever content we upload, and more particularly, those who subscribe. Thank you for always growing up with us at the East Post. I'm Aaron Okotel. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to have a little bit of talk with Ivan Masaba. He is an inspiring member of parliament in Mbale City, Northern Division. Well done, Mr. Masaba.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Ivan Masaba. I'm glad to be here. I'm actually privileged that I'm appearing for the first time at East Post. East Post what?
East Post News.
East Post News. My regards to you, our viewers and listeners. My name is Ivan Masaba, vying for the position of Member of Parliament, Northern State Division.
Okay.
Thank you. And my symbol is the umbrella, as you can clearly see. And this is what the people of Northern State Division have decided to tick come 15th of January, actually next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Recently, a few days ago, Mbale City, Bugisu region at large, hosted the president of the National Unity Platform, Robert Kyagulanyi. First of all, we want to congratulate you for the mobilization, because news circulating around social media, some pundits have been comparing the crowds that Kyagulanyi pulled in Mbale City, rating it as one of the largest. Do you acknowledge that?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. First of all, I need to appreciate our voters and our supporters in the Northern State Division, and also Mbale City and across Bugisu sub-region for the warm reception of our president. Yeah, he has been here, and we've traversed the entire Bugisu sub-region. We've been to Bulambuli, to Sironko, but initially at Mbale City. And we had a very huge rally at Nakaloke playgrounds, and then we also had another very good rally at Marale in Industrial Division first, and then we came to Nakaloke, where we estimated the number to be around 150,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah,
at a single venue.
Yeah, at a single venue.
Okay.
Not a district, but just at a single venue. And we really appreciate our people for turning up in such a large number. And we know this large number is going to translate into the votes which are going to take Ivan Masaba to Parliament, which are also taking Honorable President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to the office of the presidency.
How was the experience like hosting Kyagulanyi in Mbale City?
Of course, hosting His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is huge work, and it called for a lot of board meetings with the security, because I think you saw we didn't register any theft, we didn't register any accidents when he was in Mbale City, because we had honest conversations with the security team and the leadership of NUP in Bugisu, where we agreed on the routes, where we agreed on the conduct, where we agreed on who should do what and how. That helped us to have a successful rally. And on top of that, the message was very clear, and we had mobilized ably across the constituency, because, I do door-to-door campaign. Okay. I've been talking to people on a personal level. I encourage them to at least bring us 5 people each onto the rally.
Okay.
But instead, they protested and brought over 20 people per person. Imagine each individual bringing 20. So it was just marvelous.
Can you talk it in financial terms, how much did it cost you? We see other presidential candidates, when they come into a region, they invest billions and billions to mobilize. Maybe, if you don't mind, how much did it cost the NUP to host Kyagulanyi in Mbale City?
As the NUP, we already have, we are prepared. We already have our van, which moves across the country. So the venue, we just talked to the venue guys and they gave us the venue. You get, maybe just give them a small stipend which can help to clean up the field after. And then amongst the people, we didn't ferry any individual. We are not the NRM, which forces people onto their buses and kangaroo trucks onto the venues. We didn't do that because we don't have even those resources as it is portrayed by the public that NUP has a lot of money. We do not. So whoever you saw coming there, they used their own fuel. It was their own desire and their own zeal to see that they hear the message or they listen to the message of change. And that is what compelled every person to come and be there. So that was done. It was at very minimal cost. Yeah.
Is it true that you asked to host Robert Kyagulanyi in the city, that is Maluku DA grounds, and you were denied?
Yeah, we felt it was important for him to be close to people at the DA. Unfortunately, those individuals failed us. They claim that ground is busy for the next 7 days, and I'm actually wondering, even up to now, there is no activity going on at DA because it's not yet even 7th. So that was just a ploy to fail us from having access close to the town center. So we were thrown deep down into Nakaloke because this is semi-rural or semi-urban. You get it? So we were there, but our people showed up. And when you check the routes we were given, we were told to pass. You know, how many minutes is it from town to Nakaloke? Just a few minutes, not even 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes. But we were asked to use a route which took us 3 hours from Marale to Nakaloke. Then on coming back, we were forced again to pass Namabasa, which also took us about 2 hours to reach his hotel where he was going to put up. So it was really funny, but we are used to that kind of operation, or modus operandi by the system. But all in all, it played in our favor. Our people got opportunity to look at or to have a glimpse of our president when he was moving around. And that alone has canvassed a lot of mandate and support for the National Unity Platform. And we are very confident we are going to win these individuals.
Away from the crowd, can you help us summarize Robert Kyagulanyi's message to the people of Bugisu region, or Mbale in particular, during his visit?
Well, at the instant, first of all, we have an 11-point program, which is well laid. And recently, he also talked about on how we're going to apply everything that is encompassed into that manifesto priorities. So, of course, the usual problems, we always talk about the same issues. Because I've not been campaigning as Ivan Masaba, but I've just been a vessel trying to pull out or to shove or to paint a picture of the new Uganda onto the people of Northern State Division. We've talked about schools, and when you go to my constituency, Namabasa, and the Nakaloke sub-county, they have similar problems. There is no health center for. And yet under the national planning priorities, we must have the same. And there's no secondary school. That accounts to the 5,000 plus young people who are between the ages of 13 and 17 who have dropped out of school. So there is no one who is catering for that. But in our program or in the manifesto of the NUP, we already have everything in line. We've talked about roads. We have 32,000 kilometers across Uganda, but nothing is being done. And yet these are things which can ably be done because we have the money. Where is that money? Every year we lose 10 trillion into theft by these NRM operatives or the government officials into corruption. So this money can actually construct these roads within 3 years. So within 3 years, we can have this done and dusted. Every road being tarmacked from here to Bulambuli to a river. Because when you check on the grid, I mentioned those kilometers we do have as a country. So we talked about the regional trade. You know how we've been failed. Our perennial crops have been disenfranchised. We can no longer have coffee produced the way it was, because even if you produce, it has to be driven 500 kilometers from Mbale to Tungamo for processing. Then from there, they drive it more 500 kilometers back to the border to export. Again, 1,000 kilometers to Mombasa. Where is the business sense in that? So we've been failed. Cotton. We talked about cotton. Our people in Bukedi, our people in Bugisu here, they used to grow cotton. But now, that has also since been seized. We can no longer have it. He talked also about sugarcane plantation. When you're looking for the poorest Musoga, look for sugarcane farmer or grower. The grower is languishing in abject poverty, and yet the processor Kakira, every year they are registering growth. They are buying new machinery. You know, when you are mapping growth, you look at the machineries, you look at the way of life of the directors, you look at the vehicles they are driving, and then you look at the growth into the branding and all that, the marketing teams. That shows the company is growing. But the actual grower has been disenfranchised, and they cannot reap well from whatever they can. Because initially, a ton used to cost around 300 something, but now it is 50K. Okay. Can that sustain anyone? And a ton, for one to get a ton, I think, is it a tipper? I forget the name on how those trucks are called. Each of them can only carry maybe 3 tons. So when you see 3 tons moving, you may think this person has made money. And yet, they have totally made nothing. So, Uganda has many issues that we need to settle as a country. The health sector is sick in its own. The education sector, because even the government officials can no longer take their children to the UPE schools. They cannot. So there's a lot of stuff and work to be done. There are so many lives to care for. There are so many youth who lack jobs, and those who have, they are poorly paid. Yes, we have an industrial park here, but how much does someone earn? They earn less than 6K. You get it? So we're thinking of a minimum wage. This was passed, but then the president failed to assent to it. You get it? So there is work to be done on that as well. But as the NUP, we promise this country that we shall have over 10 million jobs for the Wananchi, so that they can enjoy their country, so that they can improve their lives by having some money in their pockets.
Okay, let's talk about Ivan Masaba particularly. You're contesting for Mbale City Northern Division seat, a race that you have been there before.
Yes.
In the previous national elections. When they are rating the current hotly contested seats, Northern Division is one of them. How do you rate yourself this time around?
I rate myself as the best. I'm number 1, I'm number 2, I'm number 3. The person who's going to be second to me is number 4. Yes.
Considering the individuals you're contesting against, some say you're coming as an underdog.
No, I'm not an underdog, because even last time that's how I was portrayed. But when you check my mobilization abilities and theirs is still too young to even actually compete with me. I'm a marketer, my brother. If I can market a service, why can't I market myself? You get it? So I am the product, and I've marketed myself very well amongst my people. And I'm confident I'm going to win it.
Okay.
Yes. And secondly, when you check onto the decorum in society about Ivan Masaba, I think I'm the most clean.
Okay.
You get? And I'm the one who has a passion to serve our people. And I'm the one who has a clear manifesto. Whoever wants to check onto our manifesto, you can go to www.masabaivan.com. Have a website which is well laid, and everything is on that. Okay. Whatever we do has been uploaded up there. That is how tech savvy we are. And that's how we're going to show people that we know what we are doing. You're not sending an amateur who is going to look down when they ask a serious question that needs a clear answer. No. You get it? So when you compare me with these mediocres, it is very funny. Actually, that's why I'm saying these are all NRM individuals whom we are going to put out with the entire system of the NRM. We have no kind words for them because they have done enough. Most of them have served as RDCs, they have stolen people's lands. Most of them have served as RDCs, they have stolen carrot. Others, they improve money laundering and all that. So I don't want to speak a lot of that dirty end because I have a lot of work to do. And you know very well, you're seeing many people here, they are waiting for the training on how to protect the vote. But people need to know who we are as individuals, because there is no one who's going to come out and tell it to them firsthand the way I'm doing. So I'm just waiting on that D-Day. I'm going to win this election come next week.
As an individual, how qualified are you academically? Because we are recently seeing all these headlines from the Electoral Commission disqualifying candidates in different parts of the country, and it is most of them are NUP candidates who have been affected. Are you worried? Does this worry you that maybe one day we shall wake up, Ivan Masaba has been disqualified for
Grounds
one
of
thing
education.
or the other? Or do you have an opinion about
Oh man,
this?
Ivan Masaba, because you're asking about my education background, first of all, I hold the minimum requirement of Form 6 with principles. A principle, a principle in history, a principle in economics, a principle in geography, and principle in entrepreneurship. I hold a bachelor's of procurement and logistics from the IUIU, that gallant university. I hold a postgraduate diploma of transport and logistics from the UMI. I hold a certificate of oil and gas supply chain management from the BR Oil and Gas Institute, Bugolobi. You get it? I am also I'm yet to submit my dissertation for master's management studies at the UMI. What else do people want?
Okay.
Yeah, so just know I am well prepared academically, and I know what to do. I'm a good researcher, and I know the issues which affect our community. And we've had honest discussions one-on-one with the voters of Northern Division. That is where their confidence is. And the passion I have to serve those people is what is compelling them to go and vote for me once again. By this time round, it's going to be much more overwhelming, in that I'm going to get over 35. That is going to be the minimum. The minimum shall be 35,000 votes.
Okay.
But our target is around 50,000 above.
Okay, as we wind up, maybe you say your last remarks to the people of Northern
the people of Northern Division and the people of Mbale City. I kindly seek for your support. I seek your mandate. Kindly work with me, Ivan Masaba, and ensure that wherever you are, you've at least mobilized 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 people to vote for the National Unity Platform. Vote for the president, vote for the MP, vote for our woman MP by ticking this symbol, the umbrella. And when you do this, you will have done your part. And those whom we are going to assign the roles of polling agents, kindly, you should be truthful and you should not be intimidated. Let us get this victory we deserve as a country, and we get the change that every individual deserves, because there are so many lives to care for, there are so many children to educate, and there are so many resources to protect from being stolen by this outgoing regime. So kindly work with us, and we shall get there very, very soon, because next week, by this hour, everyone is going to be jubilating. We do not want to have these other individuals contesting against us to come into the Tally Center. Why? When you vote for Ivan Masaba overwhelmingly and the presidents and our woman MP, they'll have no reason to come and feature into the Tally Center.
Thank you, Mr. Ivan Masaba.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for hosting me.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you for following our conversation today. And those who watch this video, please do share it to our colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Amaro Nokote.